Chapter 7 talks about presenting a positive image, and this starts on page 110. Slide number 2. Most of what you say is nonverbal. I've heard some studies say that it's 60%, 70%, all the way up to 80%. The three nonverbals that I usually look for are the arms or legs crossed and eye contact or lack of eye contact. So do you look like the right person? Appearance does count. I know that many people don't want to think it does, but unfortunately, according to your book, not just my personal opinion, it really speaks volumes. So you want to make a really good first impression. You can never do that again. And that first impression is formed within the first 10 seconds of meeting somebody. So you want to make sure you have proper hygiene and grooming. And if you do have multiple tattoos and piercings, which we'll talk about later, try to conceal those or keep it to a minimum. You also want to work on your manner and social skills, and then paperwork, including your resumes, which we talked about in the last PowerPoint, is very, very important to have proofread by other people. So in addition to do you look like the right person, I want to focus on the appearance one more time. And we have a rule regarding the 3 B's, and this stands for butt, breasts, and belly showing. You don't want to have any of those things showing within your profession, let alone an interview, an internship, or even a volunteer experience. Can you be counted on? Are you dependable? I personally have an alarm clock that's set about 10 minutes faster than my others, and you know what? Every morning when I'm groggy and wake up and hit snooze, I don't remember that it's really 10 minutes faster than it currently looks. So I always make sure that I'm up and at 'em 10 minutes ahead of time. If you do not sleep, let me rephrase that. If you sleep through your alarms, maybe set multiple alarms around your room. Place your clothes out the night before so you don't have to waste time hemming and hawing about what you're going to wear. And then focus on time management systems. Find out what is best for you. When you're dependable, you will be more likely to excel within your career. Can you be trusted? Do you get things done on time? Do you get along well with others? Are you a good team player? And then are you productive and hardworking? Slide number 4. Going back to our first chapter in relation to skills, remember, what are your skills and can you do the job? If you're lacking the skills to do the current job, then definitely ask somebody for help. They may assume that you know how to do fitness maintenance procedures on the guide rod. Some of you are probably thinking, what are you talking about? But there's something so simple as equipment maintenance that I took for granted coming out of Kent State with a master's degree, had no clue how to do maintenance, and then suddenly it was part of my job requirement with one of my first jobs out of college. So I had to ask, and I referred back to the manuals. You can go online and learn how to do it, as well as ask other people that have been in your job before. Get some experience. Definitely develop your training through workshops and continuing educations, because once you do get certified, you'll have to renew that every 2 to 3 years depending on which certification you hold. Slide number 5, interview exercise. I want you to complete the questions from pages 120 to 123 in your book, and then you could put that through a Dropbox for me or send it through regular email. Slide 6 discusses the top 12 interview questions. These are the ones that have been proven over and over and over, time after time, to be asked during the job interview. So I'm not going to read these to you, but these are slides 6 and 7. But maybe take a moment to write down your thoughts as to how you would answer those questions. Slide number 8, 7 steps to effective preparation. You want to keep a file as to when you sent out your job applications, your resumes, and cover letters, to whom you sent it to and what position, so that you can follow up within the 2 weeks. And you want to make sure you avoid calling them the wrong name. As I mentioned in the last presentation, that's my word of advice, to definitely keep files, because believe it or not, it did happen to me, and it was very embarrassing. And I think it costed me a job. So let's now focus on Chapter 8. All right, slide number 9 talks about appropriate dress for men. Please refer back to page 136 in the book. I apologize, I think that I skipped a slide here. But what I want you to look at is one of the main things for men is to match your shoes with your belt. It sounds so petty, but that's actually one of the fashion faux pas that you should avoid, and it speaks volumes when you look very professional as far as your dress in the interview situation. Other examples, take a moment to look at in your book. Slide number 10. Appropriate dress for women includes pants, skirts, dresses. Avoid the 3Bs showing. The thing that I thought was interesting, and you'll see this again on your quiz, is avoid wearing more than 13 accessories. And I'm looking down at myself right now. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8. So I really like to accessorize, but you don't want it to be to the point of excessive or distracting. So you don't want to walk in there like Mr. T. Do you remember that show? Look professional, look classy, and when in doubt, always take one accessory off before you leave the house. Slide 11 now refers to marketing yourself. You want to look for jobs in the newspapers, the periodicals. It could be internet. Educational institutions such as LCC, we have a career fair almost every semester. Additional places could be networking and word of mouth. You could just call up people on the phone and ask if they have any openings. And finally, personal inquiries with regards to following up with your professors or even me with any job leads that we may have. And then another lab opportunity, remember you only need 2 of those, is to list as many sources as you can in which employment ads may appear. And then you want to list 10 contacts that you have available right now to network. It doesn't even have to be in the field of health and fitness. Just if you, heaven forbid, lost a job or in need of a job, who could you contact to at least get the ball rolling? And then 8.3 would be a great assignment if you'd like to do some little homework. And then from laboratory activity 7.1, you can discuss possible responses to the types of questions that you might expect when interviewing for a fitness position. And you will have more information on this for your next quiz. Thank you.